So I've had some people ask me how I mounted the body on the Gen-8. So I'm going to try to show you guys what I came up with and how I mounted it. So in my previous video, I kind of showed you guys that I made a hinge system, kind of like the Red Cat Gen 7 Pro, how just the whole front lifts up, you know, and then you can get into your battery tray and whatnot. So with my 2mm wrench, I just take off one of the screws that holds the bumper bracket on, right there. And it just lifts up. As you can see right there, my camera will focus. I kind of made a bracket with a little piece of aluminum that slides down, and that's where the screw goes, which holds the front down. Now in this kit, it comes with 4 of these brackets, and they mount right underneath the hood on each side, and then the back mount to the stock bumper on the kit of this body kit. So what I used in the front is I put these on the bottom of the hood. Let's see. So there's the 2, one right here and one right here. Sorry about the bad lighting, guys. So they slide on the inside of the fenders if you run fenders, but on the outside of the frame rails. I use those to kind of keep the body from moving left and right. And I also made this bracket right here. Let's see if my camera will focus. It's kind of off to a Y, so I just drilled 2 holes into those brackets right here at an angle. Now if you try to do that, you're just gonna have to play around with it a little bit till you get the right angle if you choose to mount it this way. So when it comes down, the inner fenders kind of guide it, so it just sits like that, and it's in there. I just opted to use one screw on this side because, you know, it's in there pretty good. It's not gonna fly off or anything like that. So I could have did one on the other side, but like I said, I just did the one on the driver's side just to save time if I have to change battery out in the trails. So then it goes up, and then let me move this around a little bit and pause you guys for a second. So I flipped it upside down to show you guys a little bit better view. So on the stock bumper that comes on this body, if you choose to use the different like a different bumper, then you'll probably have to come up with a different mounting system for the back. But with the stock bumper, this is how I did it. So like I was saying, they give you 4 of these brackets on this body kit, and then these 2 go right here on each side. I put 2 hinges on each side in place of these. You could use these and they just mount on the outside of the frame, But I didn't like that because it just becomes more of a hassle having to swap out your battery unless you just run, you know, one pack on a trail run or whatnot. You know, that's up to you. So right here I cut a piece of aluminum. It's a fairly thick one. I don't know exact millimeters, but on the rear bumper bracket it has 4 holes already drilled out and threaded. I just ran 2 screws, and you can probably run 2 more right here and right there, but just the 2 holds it on there really well, so just did it like that. And then I just got some little hinges that you can get at any hardware store, Walmart, you know, if you have some around the house. Not very big. I mean, I guess you can probably use, you know, the length of this, you know, depending on how wide you want to make it. I'll give you guys a better angle like that. So this sits on the bottom, because if you put it on the top, it'll raise your body more. So I'm going to flip it around and show you guys. So this is with it fully opened. You know, I eventually am going to put something here that'll kind of hold it from going all the way back, but for now, you know, I don't really need to do this unless I'm working on it. I just need it to go up high enough where I can change the battery. But this is what the bracket looks like. As you can see here, these were already pre-drilled and pre-threaded from the factory, and this is just the rear bumper bracket. And then right here is the bumper, which where these would go on like that, and they would attach somewhere right here on the frame. But it holds it on there really well. I haven't had any issues. I did quite a bit of trail runs already, and it seems to hold up. I didn't have to change anything with the shock towers. This body kit does come with the an interior. I did have to cut it out right here because these shock towers kind of sit a little high. I kind of put a little skateboard there to kind of cover that, and then I use a little 4-pack for my lights. I did have to trim out a little bit right here because I am running the lights, and they kind of hit. But if you don't run the inner fenders, you won't have to worry about that. But this is where that bracket that I made gets attached to, and this is the passenger side. I actually have it screwed in on the driver's side, but it just slides down, those 2 brackets that I was saying, just slides down like that. I did have to trim them a little bit because they obviously hang down. But see, here's a little bit better of a view. I still got to clean it up a little bit, paint it, just haven't had time. But these are on there pretty good. Like I said, they come with this kit, and then I just made this piece right here. This is not really a super thick piece of aluminum.